can I relax? Where did the time go? It all passed, now I need to go back. I had no worries, but always had plans. Only thing I did was pick out the trash. Now it's much harder to laugh, hard to get up and then work on my craft. I need inspiration, don't need no validation. No more medication.
What's going on, you YouTube and fools? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the 2017 to 2020 Ford Raptors. I myself have the 2019, and we're going to talk about the differences between the 2017, 18 into 19, because from 18 to 19 is where some of the biggest changes occurred. So the first thing we're going to break down is the exterior stuff, and then we're going to go into the interior stuff. Stay tuned because the interior has a longer list of changes than the exterior. One of the biggest changes they made going from the 2017-18 into the 19 was the wheels. I have just the method wheel. I don't have the factory wheels anymore, but the 2017 and the 2018, you can get the beadlock package, and you can get it with the 2019 and the 2020. However, in 19, that's when they changed the actual beadlock style, and they even changed the actual aluminum style. I will throw some pictures of the differences. I'm not sure which beadlock I like better. I think I like the style of the 19 beadlock better, but I like the color of the 17 and 18 better. To me, it's not that big of a deal because I just knew when I purchased this truck that I was going to end up buying aftermarket wheels anyway. Don't let the beadlocks or the factory wheels be the deciding factor on which year you should buy. The biggest exterior mod that the 2019 received was the Fox Live Valve shocks. Now, the 2017, the 2018s, they have just the irregular blue Fox shock. 19 is when they went with the electronic live valve. So if you have a 2017 or a 2018 Raptor and you're looking to put these shocks on it, it's going to be a lot more than just sticking these shocks on it because these are going to be controlled with the computer. You can, however, get these shocks put on what's called an SDI E-click conversion, and it makes it so you can actually run these shocks on your 17 or 18. But with everything I've read on the internet, the live valve shocks are just a huge upgrade. The third thing they changed on the exterior is going to be the bedside graphics. So into 2019, they switched it to just an all black sticker. The 18s have a white letter. I think I like the 18 sticker better. I think the white looks better. I don't know if I really care for the all black. I have a love-hate relationship with this decal. There's like days I want to take it off, and then there's days I just leave it because it's just an expensive option. Maybe one of these days I take it off. Now that we got the exterior out of the way, let's talk about the things they changed under the hood going into 2019. So in 2019, they went to just a little bigger turbo size. This is a twin turbo EcoBoost. Most of you know that. But they went to like a 2mm size bigger. I don't know what the reasoning was behind it. Even on paper, the 2017 to the 2020, they all have 450 wheel horsepower. So the second thing that's been updated coming into 2019, actually this wasn't an actual 2019 Raptor update. This was just an update in general for the Ford EcoBoost engine. Mid to late 2019, they came out with a new updated cam phaser part to fix the issue that everybody's been having issues with. Now, I bought the truck used. I don't know if it actually has the updated cam phasers, but I do know that on cold starts, my truck sounds really good, so I just hope it continues on that way. But in the event it don't, I do have the Ford warranty, so it'll be covered. I would not be scared to buy an engine over 100,000 miles. Make sure you get the Ford warranty. I have a video previously that I had recorded about how to purchase the Ford ESP warranty. And the third thing they changed was the oil pan. From 2017 to 2018, the Raptors had a plastic oil pan, and mid to late 2018, they updated it to the aluminum oil pan. Reason being is there's some people having issues with them warping over time. I don't think this is a huge issue. I wouldn't let the plastic oil pan scare you, but again, the aluminum oil pan is a better oil pan to have. And also keep in mind, if you have a 2017 or 2018, in order to swap over to the aluminum oil pan, it's not an easy fix, and more than likely they're not going to do it under warranty unless you are really in with a dealership or you sweet talk them. Just another reason why I went with the 2019. We got the exterior knocked out, we got the engine stuff knocked out. The last thing we need to do is the interior, and I think I'm going to take cover because there's a storm brewing and I don't feel like getting rained on. Now, for the interior changes, basically 2017 was the first year for the second gen Raptor. So right out of the gate, the Raptor came with the Sony sound system, and I've heard nothing but really good reviews on this. And then coming into 2018, Ford switched the Raptor over to the B&O speaker, Bang & Olufsen, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And it's mixed reviews. I've heard a lot of people say they like the Sony system better, but then I've heard a lot of people say they like the B&O. I'm not gonna lie, I like the B&O system in my truck. I think it sounds really good. There's also others that say they don't like the B&O system. I don't know. To me, I think it sounds really good. This factory sub sounds pretty good. In my last truck, I had upgraded it to the kicker sub because the factory Sony sub in my F-150 sucked. So switching over to the kicker sub made a huge difference. For this truck, I'm going to leave my sound system stock. I'm not going to touch it. So 2017, Sony sound system. 2018 and above, they went over to the B&O system. Then the 2017 came with what's called the ambient lighting. And basically what that means is all of your dash lights, like the cup holder lights, things like that, you actually could go into your Ford Sync system and change the color of it. That's a really cool feature right now. So anything 2018 and newer is going to be just the lighter, like blue. If your heart desires the ambient light kit because you want to color change your interior lights, what you can do, I think it's about $300-400. You can buy all of the lights that you need and then use ForScan to activate the ambient light feature. So you can actually do this to a 2018 and newer. To me, it just doesn't seem worth it, but if you guys really like color changing, you have that option. So then another thing they changed coming into 2018 is the key fob. So this is the key fob that comes with the 2018 and newer. 2017 was a different key fob. I have people say that they like the 2018 key fob better and that if you're thinking about it, you should just update your Raptor to the 2018 key fobs. Me personally, I don't think I would do that. So those are just the minor changes that they changed from the 2017s to 2018s. So now the rest of the things that I'm going to show you guys are going to be the changes that they made from the 18 to the 19. So these only come with the 19. This feature here, like I said, is only going to come with the 19s. I've seen a lot of people in the forums looking to add this to their 2017 or 2018. But I just don't think there's a way. There is, but you're going to need like a wrecked Raptor, and you're going to have to spend some money to get the parts from it. But you're going to go over to settings, Ford Pass Connect, vehicle hotspot. Only the 19s and newers have the option to make a hotspot inside your vehicle. The other change that they did here to the center console is going to be the shifter. The shifter is the same style, shape, everything like that. But on the 17 and 18, there's a button on the side for tow haul. To where now they eliminated it. There's no button other than this is going to increase, decrease your shifting points. And what you'll use now is your mode buttons up here to adjust it and put it into tow haul. The other change they made coming into 19 was the steering wheel. All they did was they etched in Raptor. The 2017 18s, it's just a silver piece with no etching on it. So the other change they did was these digital gauges. So what you can do is if you just hit the down button and then hit configure gauges, and you can choose what 2 gauges you want. They're grayed out, so what you got to do is just unselect one because you can only have 2 at the same time, and it ungrays everything. So usually what I run with is trans oil temp, vacuum boost, and I like to run those 2. Something else, and I don't think you can unlock this in ForScan. I have seen people trying to add this to their 17, 18. And then all of the Raptors have the adaptive cruise, but 2019 they added the lane assist. There's a button right behind your shifter, and when you click that button, you're gonna see right down here where this is basically your road. When I click that, it is on. The 17 and 18, it just has the adaptive cruise where it slows you down when you're on cruise control. This, however, if you start to veer to the left or to the right, your steering wheel kind of vibrates, and then the truck, if you have it set in your settings correctly, it will steer you back. So this does kind of have its own self-driving mode. I don't really care for it. I have it off usually 99% of the time. But the one thing I do like is this has stop and go. So if you're in a traffic jam, this truck literally comes to a stop, and then it takes off for you and gets back up to speed to whatever you had your cruise control set at. So I really do like the stop and go. I'm sure some people are kind of scared that they're relying on their truck to stop. I do have my foot pretty much on the brake, prepared. I was in some stop and go traffic a while back down in Texas, and it worked flawlessly. Another change that was made was the 2019s now come with an electronic e-brake, to where 2017 and 18 is a cable e-brake. I don't really know what the difference was going to the electric e-brake. Ford decided that the 19s needed to have an electronic one, which all it is an electronic button. So all you have to do is just pull, and then to take it off, hit your brake and push. And the last thing that comes to my mind is the seats. The 2017 and 18s, you actually could get a package where it had like orange trim. Then in 2019, you could no longer do the orange trim package, but you could actually do the Recaro seat package. Mine, however, just has the standard regular Raptor seats. But I was looking at a 2018 before this with the orange trim, and I didn't hate it. But that's everything that I could think of, guys. That's a full breakdown of the exterior, under the hood, and the interior of the truck. In closing, if I had to do it over again and I'm looking for our second gen Raptor right now, I wouldn't even think about it. It would be a 2019 or a 2020. There might be a couple things that I'm missing, but I did try to put together a list of the main major things that they changed between the years. So if I did miss something, I guess blast me in the comments, but it's probably something small that's not going to be a decision maker on which year you should buy. If you're thinking about buying a 2018, and you're also thinking about buying a 2019, the best thing I would tell you is to drive each one. Drive a 2018, drive a 2019, see which one feels better. But if you guys have any questions, drop them down below, and me and Wrigley will get back to you as soon as we can. Peace.